white guys are the best, white guys know how to treat a lady, black men are trash, black men cheat on ladies, black men don't respect you. But when you're with a white guy, it's the total opposite, you know, like he knows how to take care of you, he knows how to pamper you, he knows how to treat you right. He ain't gonna cheat on you like no black man's gonna do. Hi everybody, it's Esiri here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you doing? If you're new, hello and thank you for clicking into today's video. I hope you do subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, hello and thank you for coming back to watch another video. So guys, from the title you can already tell that I'm going to be talking about the differences between being with a white guy and being with a black guy. As y'all know, my husband is as white as it can be. And somebody asked me this question on Instagram, you know, like, what is the difference between, you know, dating a black guy and dating a white guy? Are there really like any differences? And you know, people have like this idea that white guys are the best, white guys know how to treat a lady, black men are trash, black men cheat on ladies, black men don't respect you. But when you're with a white guy, it's the total opposite, you know, like he knows how to take care of you, he knows how to pamper you, he knows how to treat you right. He ain't gonna cheat on you like no black man's gonna do. You know, people like think like that, but I'm here to just tell you the honest truth that it is all subjective. It all depends on the guy you're with. Good guys are not exclusive only to the white race, and bad men are not exclusive only to black men. You find both spectrum on each side. The same way you can find a good man among white guys, the same way there are good black guys, and the same way there are trash black guys is the same way there are trash black men. So it all depends on who you meet. It all depends on the guy. It has absolutely nothing to do with the race. Race does not determine if a guy is a good guy or not. Nothing. It's just the individual. So yes, I just want to put that out there. So if that's what you thought in your head that, oh, I'm gonna date a white guy because a white guy is gonna treat me better, a white guy is gonna take care of me more than a black guy, then honey, I'm about to bust your bubble. That you might be wrong, because the white guy you're probably gonna meet is probably gonna be as bad as black men you've been dating. So yeah, it all depends on who you date. It's individual. But that being said, Carson and I do have some differences. Like, there are obviously differences that we do have by me dating him and being with black guys in the past. And these are all like cultural differences, you know. Like, we have cultural differences that I've noticed from me being with a white guy and me dating black men in the past. And also, I'm also gonna say that this cultural differences I'm about to mention is also solely based on the men I've dated in the past, so the black guys I've dated in the past, and majority of them, if not all of them, let's be real, all of them are all Nigerian guys who grew up in Nigeria. So I'm basically going to be talking about me dating Nigerian guys in the past and what the difference is like being with Carson now, who is a white guy. Okay, first one is okay, first one is back home. Like, the guys I've dated, like I said, I'm just gonna be talking about guys I've dated. That's the comparison I'm gonna be doing. They like to assign gender roles very quickly in a relationship. It's such a big thing back home, you know, like when you're dating a guy back home, like when you're dating a typical Nigerian man, or in my case, when I did a typical Nigerian man, you know, there's always this like, oh, you're the girl in the relationship, you're the woman, so immediately everything about the household is yours, like cleaning, taking care of the house, blah 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 blah, and them bringing the money, you know, taking care of me as a woman, caring, like providing like my financial needs and all that good stuff. They're gonna take care of it. But I noticed with Carson, it's not like that. You know, there is no gender roles in this household. Even from the beginning of our relationship, it's been like this. And that was really like a little bit surprising for me when we first really started dating, because that is what I'm used to, you know. I'm used to, like, when I meet a guy, like, I just have the mentality when I'm with someone, like, when I used to date before I met Carson, like, I just knew when I meet a guy, like, this is how it is. But with Carson, from the beginning, it was different, you know. He let me know from the beginning that There is no gender roles in this relationship. There's nobody's leaving the chore, the cooking for anybody to do, and nobody's leaving the bills for this one specific person to do. The same way we both do the chores in household and clean the house and all that good stuff is the same way we both pay bills and do all that good stuff together. But you know, when you date a typical Nigerian man, it's actually expected. There is this one guy, in the past that I dated, like. We've been talking on the phone, you know, we've been chatting, all that good stuff, and you know, I went to see him for the first time. I went to see this guy, and I slept over at his house. The next morning, I was in bed, just checking Instagram, whatever I was doing. This guy literally, he was sitting at the living room. This was like maybe 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I don't know, I was still in bed. He came to the room, picked me up from the bed, and took me to the kitchen to go prepare breakfast. You see what I'm trying to say? You see, this is like first time I'm sleeping in your house. Like, we've not even said we're boyfriend and girlfriend yet. We're just meeting for the first time after talking for a while. But the next thing you do is to pick me up from the bed and go to the kitchen to prepare food for us to eat, because you can't do that because you're the man of the house, and as the man of the house, I should not be in the kitchen. I should be in the parlor watching TV while you're in the kitchen cooking, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, that's the thing. But when it comes to me and Carson, it's not like that. And to be honest, I feel like this is definitely based on the kind of like the fact that he's a white person. I'm not gonna lie, and the way he grew up. You know, he didn't grow up in such a society where, you know, like there's like this huge. I mean, there is like gender roles in America. I'm not saying there's nothing like that, but it's not as like really deep rooted as it is in like the African, Nigerian society. So that's the one big difference when it comes to being a white guy and being a black guy. There's no gender roles. There's no like man of the house. I mean, there's a man of the house. Everybody still knows their place like in the relationship, but there's no that, you know, there's not that like that huge like you belong here, I belong here, and you know, Carson can go to work and come back and prepare dinner for him and I, even though I've been sitting at home doing nothing all day. You know, there's no, I go to work every day, so I expect to come back to home cooked meal, even though sometimes he always jokes with that all the time. But yeah, that's one thing. Second thing I would say is another difference from dating a black guy and being with a white guy is white guys are more vulnerable to letting out their emotions and showing you how they really feel. Black guys like to form hard man. You know, they like to form, I'm a hard man. Nah, I cannot show this girl that I love her now. Why? Why would I do that? Like, why? So that she'll use me to play. So that once she know I love her now, she'll start using me to play. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. You know what? Black guys like to form hard man. They like to form no. But white guys are like vulnerable. Like if they love you, or in my situation, but by white guy, I've only been with Carson. Carson is the only white guy I've ever been with in my entire life. So he shows me that I am all in all for you. You know, like I'm vulnerable with you. This is who I am with you. But black guys tend to, I don't know why they don't like to show their emotions. I don't know, it doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. You know, there's nothing wrong with being vulnerable and showing emotions, but that's something I noticed, and with Carson, it's the absolute difference. Another thing is, sometimes black guys can be like a little bit, God, boring today. No offense, but like, I don't know. Again, this is just based on the experience on the guys I've been with. Maybe they're just a little bit boring guys. When it comes to like dating, like going out and stuff like that, the average like Nigerian guy, or the average Nigerian guy I've dated, their idea of going out for a date is, oh, let's go see a movie, or oh, come to my house, let's watch a movie, or that. You know, there's absolutely, I don't have problem with coming to chill in your house and we can just chill. I'm a very homebody type of girl. I have no problem with that. But when we do it like every time, like it becomes boring, you know. But being with Carson, you know, when there's always like spontaneity. Is that the real word? I don't know. English is not my first language. There's always like spontaneous thing, you know, like It could be movies, it could be, you know, going for a picnic, it could be taking a walk down, I don't know, the garden, the reservoir, something. It's always not just plain old vanilla, let's go see a movie or let's chill at home. You know, like, I feel like they're more romantic. I think that's the word I'm looking for. More romantic when it comes to dates, date ideas, stuff to do and stuff like that. It's really not just boring. You get what I mean? So yeah. Okay, last thing I'm going to talk about in this video is another cultural difference that Carson and I have, which is how, like, in a typical Nigerian household, if you're like an older sibling, it's expected to a very large extent for you to take care of like your younger ones, or maybe even your parents, as the case may be. For example, what I'm trying to say is it's okay for your younger ones to call you and say, oh, please send me money, I'm broke, blah, 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 blah. It's okay for your parents to call you and say, oh, please, we want to do something, send us some money, blah, 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 blah. You know, those kind of things. I have older siblings that back then I used to always tell them to send me money. Now that I'm like, okay, I have younger siblings who call me to tell me, hey Siri, please send me some money, you know, stuff like that. And for Carson, that was like a really new concept to him, because I remember earlier this year, my mom was like having a party back home, and I was like, you know what, my mom's having a party and I want to send my mom some money to just support her for the party. It's not like my mom needed the money. My mom could do her party. My parents could live their whole life without me sending them a dime, and they're not going to ever call me to send them a dime, because my parents are very comfortable people, you know, stuff like that. But I just really wanted to, because it's, I don't know, as a child back home, when you bring brought up, it's kind of like a thing of joy to be able to, I don't know, when you get to a point in your life when you support your parents, even though your parents don't need it. You support your siblings, even though your siblings don't need it, but they will always ask you. And so I was like, you know what, I want to send my mom some money. And Carson was like, why do you want to send your mom some money? It's not like your mom needs money. It's like, yeah, but you know, I had to explain the whole thing to him, that it's a very like Nigerian thing to do. And I was like, okay, I get it now. But you see, those kind of things, if I was dating like a Nigerian guy, I wouldn't need to explain to him. I was just like, I want to send my mom some money. I'm like, okay, because he probably does those things too for, you know, his family. So it's those cultural like differences. That's like one of the cultural differences that we have, that, you know, it's very different with being with him, because I believe like in a typical, like, I don't know, but I believe like in a typical like white family, there's really nothing like that, because this money I'm giving to my siblings, like during Christmas time, I sent money to my siblings, I'm giving it to them. I'm not like lending them or anything. They're not gonna pay me back. I'm like literally giving them the money. So I feel like in a typical like white family, it's not really like that. You just don't get like a sibling calling you out of nowhere to send them money, you know, those kind of things that is very typical in a Nigerian home. So those kind of things are like, yeah, those are like cultural differences that we have, from me being with a white guy and me being with a black guy. So yeah, guys, those are the things I can think of at the top of my head when it comes to differences of being with a white guy and a black guy. And like I said, these are all based on experiences, or my own personal experience between the guys I've dated and being with Carson. But yeah, there you have it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're at this point of the video and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Join the fam, join the gang. And if you're already subscribed, thank you again once more for coming back to watching the video. And as per always, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. It's gonna be somewhere on the screen right now. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.